Okay, let's unpack this. Today we're really plunging into an intricate narrative from an Urdu novel. It's a story, deeply rooted in these powerful concepts of family honor,
Mm.
tradition,
Mhm.
and the astonishing resilience of the human heart, really. Our source material is just, it's like this tapestry woven with dramatic turns and profound emotional shifts.
Yeah, and what's truly compelling here, I think, is just how rapidly lives can be completely upended when the perceived weight of honor comes into play.
Right.
So our mission for you today is sort of to peel back the layers of this narrative. And we want to reveal not just the plot twists, but the deep emotional stuff, the cultural
Yeah,
undercurrents.
the why behind it all.
Exactly. Particularly how a union born of, well, obligation, essentially forced, can evolve into something genuinely transformative,
For
or at the very least, something profoundly complex.
Absolutely. We'll explore how one family's desperate act, really, to protect its reputation after a shocking disappearance leads to this marriage nobody initially wanted. And crucially, how that single decision sends these ripples, these waves through every character's life. It just unearths hidden layers of deceit, but also steadfast loyalty and even unexpected passion.
Mhm.
So, beyond the drama, what does this all mean for our understanding of, like, fate versus choice? And maybe the very nature of love itself.
Yeah.
Let's dive in.
Okay.
So, our story opens amidst this like whirlwind of grand wedding preparations. The air is buzzing with excitement for the union of Daniya Khan. She's described as serious, quite poised.
Composed.
Yes. And Damin Khan. Now, Dameni, he's portrayed as the pampered only son of Aga Khan's younger son, but raised closely by Aga Khan himself.
Right, the patriarch.
Exactly. He's a figure of power, but often prone to being hot-headed. The whole mansion, it's described as adorned with these magnificent red and pearl flowers,
Wow.
signaling this immense joy and pride Aga Khan has invested in this, especially for his grandkids.
And this setting, it immediately establishes the profound significance of family, of tradition
Right.
within this world, doesn't it? The Khan family's very identity, their standing, it's all tied up in these festivities.
Hmm.
And then, in stark contrast to Daniya's sort of quiet demeanor, we meet Janiya Khan, Daniya's younger sister.
Right, the bubbly one.
Yeah, exactly. She's presented as cheerful, bubbly, a fourth-year university student.
Mhm.
And she harbors this secret affection for Rohan, a fellow student.
The university crush.
Yes, and the text says he returns her feelings to some extent, so maybe not fully committed, but there's something there. She's even taken days off university, totally immersed in her sister's big day.
But then, bam, the celebratory atmosphere just shatters. On the wedding day itself, Janiya goes to call Danya, and she discovers Danya is gone,
It's just gone.
vanished. The
Yeah.
entire room is meticulously searched. Danya is nowhere to be found. It's just sheer panic.
And this is the critical turning point, isn't it? The point of no return. Aram, Janiya's older brother, he immediately declares that family honor is paramount.
Right.
It's everything. In this culture, Danya's disappearance, it isn't just a personal tragedy. It's like an unimaginable blow to their public reputation, their honor.
Yeah.
With guests arriving, all preparations complete.
Yeah.
The stakes couldn't possibly be higher. This is a massive crisis that demands an immediate, drastic response to prevent just utter social humiliation.
And the response is, well, it is drastic. To salvage that honor, the family, led by Aga Khan and Dilawar Khan, they make an immediate, irreversible decision. Janiya must marry Damin Khan, her sister's intended groom.
Wow.
Can you even imagine the sheer weight of that moment for Jania? The source tells us she wept bitterly, just cried her heart out, but her pleas were completely ignored.
Check that.
Yeah, she is forced to sacrifice her heart, her love for Rohan, everything for the family's honor. It's a gut-wrenching, truly devastating moment of just forced compliance.
It absolutely is. And this sets the stage for what you can only describe as tumultuous beginning to their marriage. Damin Khan, he's utterly furious over Danya's disappearance and now this forced union.
Well, understandably, yeah.
He enters his room late at night, finds Janiya still in her wedding attire, this traditional lenka waiting for him, and the narrative really emphasizes his perception of her as just a child, basically.
Yeah, she's like 10 years younger.
Roughly, yeah. And his resentment is just palpable. You can feel it.
And Jania, though, despite her overwhelming fear and the huge power imbalance, she finds this like astonishing wellspring of courage.
She does.
She actually attempts to speak with Damon, states very directly, neither of us loves the other, and actually I'm in love with someone else from my university.
To say that then.
Right. To voice that truth in that situation.
Right.
What do you think that reveals about her character, even so early on?
Oh, it shows incredible inner strength, I think.
Yeah.
A refusal to be completely erased,
Yeah.
even in that moment. But Damon's reaction, it's explosive. He responds with just violent anger, immediately asserting his dominance. He warns her, like unequivocally, against even mentioning divorce, makes it abundantly clear she is his wife now, and he will not tolerate defiance.
He even threatens her, right?
Yeah, he does. He actually threatens her, saying he could send her straight up, which, means kill her for the sake of honor.
Jeez.
And this is where that concept of Khan blood comes into play. It's mentioned. It signifies this deeply ingrained pride, this powerful, often fierce temper.
Right.
And an intolerance for perceived dishonor, all linked to his lineage, his tribal identity. This is more than just him being angry. It's almost this instinctual, culturally ingrained response to a challenge.
That context of Khan blood, it really deepens our understanding of his reaction, doesn't it? It's not just personal pique.
Not at all.
But later, there's a flicker of something else. The source says Damin does feel some remorse. He acknowledges he didn't intend to physically hurt her.
Okay, so a little bit of conscience.
A tiny bit. But then, interestingly, he kind of rationalizes it. He shifts the blame to Janiya, believing her words about her affections provoked his Khan blood.
Ah, right. Classic justification.
Exactly. He spends the rest of the night just smoking cigarette after cigarette on the balcony, wrestling with his anger and this completely unexpected turn of events. He's clearly struggling,
Yeah.
with the rage and maybe some tiny sense of guilt.
Indeed. It's a fascinating look at a character grappling with these deep-seated patriarchal norms, but maybe clashing with some nascent empathy.
Yeah. And then the narrative takes another surprising turn with Daniya's mysterious reappearance.
Right, she turns up again.
Days later, she's found unconscious behind the mansion. Her story, she claims she was kidnapped, didn't run away.
Convenient.
Very. And while the family, especially Aga Khan, they remain skeptical of her story, Janiya wholeheartedly believes her sister.
Which tells us a lot about Janiya's nature.
Right.
Still trusting despite everything.
Totally. And what's truly compelling here is how, even with Daniya back in the picture, Damon's interactions with Janiya start to show a very different side, almost tender.
Yeah, how so?
Well, we see quiet concern, like there's a moment he helps her with a difficult dress zipper. Small things. And the source mentions he secretly orders lots of new clothes for her. These aren't grand gestures, but they feel like subtle signals, don't they?
They absolutely are significant shifts, subtle but crucial developments in how Damin is starting to see Janiya. Maybe not just as the kid sister.
Right. This nascent connection, however, it gets dramatically tested at Arham's Mendi function.
Ah, the pre-wedding celebration. Henna, music.
Exactly. Rohan, Janiya's university crush, unexpectedly appears inside the mansion. Somehow he got in.
Oh no, bad idea.
Terrible idea. He confesses his feelings to Janiya right there and says he wants to talk to Aga Khan about marrying her.
Wow, bold. Incredibly dangerous. A direct challenge.
A huge challenge.
Yeah.
And guess who sees it all? Damin.
Of course.
He sees Rohan holding Janiya's hand, and Damiya is apparently nearby, subtly smiling, kind of enjoying Damin's obvious discomfort.
Ooh, Daniya. Okay.
So Damin, just enraged, violently attacks Rohan, smashes him against a wall, punches him repeatedly. Arham has to physically intervene, basically saves Rohan from Damin's wrath.
It's an explosion, isn't it? Possessiveness, jealousy.
Exactly. This outburst, it isn't just jealousy. It's like Damon's established pride and control just fracturing in this very public way. He then drags Janiya to their room, accusing her of betraying him, of allowing Rohan into the mansion.
Okay, this is a critical moment for Janiya.
It absolutely is. But her response here is pivotal. She fiercely denies any involvement, asserts her unwavering loyalty. She tells Damin straight up that she would die but never be unfaithful.
Whoa, that's powerful.
It's not just denying it, it's like this declaration of trust, of commitment to him, despite how it all started, and this fierce declaration, it deeply affects Damin.
You could see how it would.
Yeah, his anger visibly transforms almost instantly into this intense possessiveness, but also affection.
Yeah.
It's a moment where Janiya's character, her steadfastness, forces this profound shift in him.
Her loyalty hits him hard. Changes things.
Definitely. Which brings us to, well, the core of the deception.
Daniya.
Yes. The plot thickens. Consumed by jealousy, she confronts Janiya. She's utterly bewildered, apparently, by Damon's newfound kindness towards Janiya, especially after the Rohan incident.
She can't compute it?
No. Daniya simply cannot accept Janiya as Damon's wife. She's convinced Damon's love for her is unbreakable.
Well, it speaks to her own deep-seated delusion and ego, right?
Absolutely. Her obsession just reaches this fever pitch. Driven by rage and this desperate desire to reclaim Damon, she enters Damon's room late at night.
Expecting him to be alone.
Exactly. She tries to embrace Damon, claiming Janiya can't truly satisfy him. It's just, wow.
And at this exact climactic moment,
Janiya walks in.
Daniel walks in, witnesses the entire compromising scene.
Right.
This is it. The moment of truth for all three of them.
Just what does Damon do?
His choice is now absolutely unwavering. He immediately shoves Daniya away, physically rejects her.
No hesitation.
None. He confirms without a shadow of a doubt, right there to both women, that Janiya is his wife. It's not just words, it's a physical act, leaving zero room for Danya's delusions.
And then Arham arrives. At this crucial juncture, yes, Arham, who had already grown suspicious of Danya's whole story, arrives. He confronts Daniya. He pulls out a gun.
Whoa, okay. Serious business.
A powerful symbol, right? Of family authority, the gravity of the situation. He publicly denies her as a disgrace to their family.
And he knows the truth about Rohan.
Yes. He reveals Daniya confessed to him that she instructed Rohan to cause trouble for Daniya, deliberately engineering that whole chaotic scene to undermine her sister.
Unbelievable. So manipulative.
Totally. Arham then drags Daniya down to the mansion's basement and locks her inside. A stark, severe punishment for her treachery and, dishonor.
Wow, locked in the basement.
Yeah.
So did she finally spill the beans?
Trapped and isolated down there, Daniya finally reveals the full, unvarnished truth. She confesses she did elope with Raza.
Ah, so the kidnapping story was fake.
Completely fake. Raza cruelly betrayed and abandoned her after exploiting her. She came back to the mansion, faked the unconsciousness, the kidnapping, meticulously crafted this narrative to save face.
Just layer upon layer of deceit.
And even now, locked up, acknowledging she can't get Damon back, her devilish mind, as the source puts it, immediately begins plotting something new. She's just unrepentant.
Some people never learn. So, with Danya's deceit exposed and her banished, what happens now for Damin and Janiya? A new chapter.
A completely new chapter begins. Damon approaches Janiya, expressing this deep gratitude for her unwavering trust in him amidst all that chaos and the revelations.
He recognizes her loyalty finally.
Yes, he places a seal of love on her forehead. It's described as a traditional gesture of deep affection and acceptance. And Janiya, in turn, responds that their relationship is now truly built on faith and trust.
Acknowledging the difficult path they took to get there.
Exactly. It's this pivotal moment of reconciliation where you feel true connection finally starting to blossom.
Okay. And does that show in other ways?
Yes.
Right.
With this foundation of trust, the tangible tokens of affection start to flow. Damon gifts Janiya this beautiful golden chain with a heart pendant, adorned with diamonds that change color.
Oh, that's quite something. Symbolic.
Very symbolic, yeah. A gesture of his growing devotion. And Janiya, not to be outdone, she surprises him with a shirt she bought for him, expressing her genuine desire to see him wear it.
So it's becoming mutual, a real exchange, moving beyond obligation.
Way beyond obligation, into genuine affection.
And the story culminates in this truly tender and playful morning scene, right?
Yes. Janiya wakes up nestled intimately against Damon's bare chest, wearing his t-shirt. It's very intimate. Damon, pretending to be asleep, notices her fascination with a mole hidden in his beard and playfully guides her hand to touch it.
Oh, that's quite sweet, actually. A big shift.
A huge shift. There's this beautiful change here. He teases her about her past fear of him and how he's transformed her initial reluctance into this profound desire for him.
He acknowledges it.
Explicitly, he states that his initial preference for Daniya has now completely morphed into an obsession and a profound passion for Janiya.
Wow. Obsession and passion. Strong words.
Very strong. This isn't just a fleeting attraction anymore. It's a deep, transformative acceptance of her.
So their interaction now, it's filled with playful banter, laughter.
Yeah, and this palpable, tender intimacy. It solidifies their bond completely. Damon, who once felt compelled to hurt her, driven by pride and that twisted sense of honor,
Now treats her with intense love.
intense love and passion, accepting her completely for who she is. The story concludes with their relationship just deeply solidified by trust and mutual desire. It's a stark, truly astonishing contrast to its tumultuous, forced beginning.
Incredible transformation.
Yeah. So here's where it gets really interesting, I think. What began as this desperate, almost violent act to protect family honor, this forced marriage between two individuals who desired other people,
Mm.
it somehow blossomed into something unexpectedly profound. You saw how Jania's steadfast loyalty, her courage, and Damon's intense, if initially aggressive possessiveness
Yeah.
somehow forged this connection.
Yeah, a connection that transcended all that initial resentment and the external manipulation from Daniya.
Right.
And if we connect this to the bigger picture, this story really raises an important question, doesn't it? In a world where honor, tradition, personal desires often clash, can true connection actually emerge from the most unlikely, even painful circumstances?
It's a huge question.
It challenges us to consider how a bond built purely on obligation, on force, can transform into one of genuine, passionate love. This sort of proves that sometimes maybe fate does have a hand in guiding our hearts to unexpected, truly deep destinations.
Especially when people choose loyalty, choose vulnerability.
Exactly, when individuals make those choices within those constraints.
It's such a powerful reminder that the path to love isn't always, a straight line, especially when you've got these deeply rooted cultural expectations involved.
Definitely not straight.
Sometimes it takes these twists, these turns, even painful detours to find its true path. And it reveals a depth of character and connection you just never anticipated. What stands out to you, thinking about it now, about how trust, surprising passion, and maybe just a refusal to be broken can completely rewrite a script that seemed predestined?
That's the core of it, isn't it? That ability to find something real even when the foundations seem completely wrong. Maybe the deepest dives really are into the human heart, like you said at the start. That's where the most surprising discoveries are always made.